Hey there, how you doing? It's Terry again. I'm talking to you today about, before you leave, hang on. I want to talk to you about titrating off of Geodon and how I think it's affecting my sleep. Um, Short story is I've been coming off Geodon, and ever since I started coming off Geodon, my sleep has been messed up. I made a video a couple months ago about how they put me on Vraylar. You can see the video here, or, fuck all that. Just trust me, I made a video about when they put me on Vraylar. Well, that stuff ramps up over time, so they left me on Geodon too. Well, being on two atypical antipsychotics at once is less than ideal. So after I titrated up on the Vraylar, I started being super, not just sedated, but confused and everything else. I mean, I was just zonked out. I was wasted for the better part of the day. Got some good sleep, but even after I woke up, I was just I was too zonked out to even drive for the better part of the day. I had about 5 or 6 hours of sobriety a day on those things. So I went and told them, and they go, well, let's see if we can back off the Geodon. Well, we backed off of it, and finally we felt it bite. And everything was going all right. They go, well, like I said, there's no point in being on two atypicals at once because that increases the chances of all sorts of nasty things like TD and akathisia and things like that. Plus, if something goes wrong or even goes right, we don't know which one to point the finger at. So we decided, let's get all the way off of Geodon. So I'm almost all the way there. I'm only taking a little bit every other night. And I'm not sleeping for crap. I mean, I'll grab 2 hours here, maybe another 2 hours the next day. And it's really starting to add up. I'm not into serious sleep deprivation yet. But, you give me anybody, I don't care how in the pink of health they are, how if they've never had a mental health day in their life, you screw with their sleep long enough, and they're good, and they're going to be good and fucked. And that goes double for people with MI. We're especially vulnerable to sleep issues. So here's what I'm wondering. Well, let me back up a sec. This is the first time I've ever been, since I've been on meds, that I haven't been taking something that's seriously sedating. Whether it's Zyprexa, whether it's Seroquel, or other drugs of that ilk, the atypical antipsychotics. This is the first time I've been on one that hasn't been sedating. And but I don't even count benzodiazepines anymore, whether it's Klonopin, Ativan, Xanax, or whatever. I'm so used to that stuff that unless I take abusive amounts of it, it doesn't really sedate me. It only really it'd be the lack of it that would keep me from sleeping at all. So that's not helping. But back to what I'm wondering, is this a temporary situation? Am I going through, I don't want to use the word withdrawal, but is my body that over the last half year has gotten used to being sedated by Geodon, is it going, hey, where's my Geodon? Where's my Geodon? I'm not going to sleep unless you give me my Geodon. I've been struggling to wake up, about every other day or every third day because of the stuff so heavy combined with diet. So I'm hoping that's what the case is, because I've been doing all the right things, limiting screen time, turning the lights down, not being super active, not exercising, I just been walking around the block a few times. And in general, not trying to, push it to the last minute and then pass out because of the medications I'm taking. And so I've got hope for that. I'm hoping two things are going to happen. This will clear up in a few weeks, because if it doesn't, I'm going to need some sleep and, fuck Ambien. I'm not going on any hypnotics. In addition to all the weird stuff that can make you do, eat when you're asleep, or, hell's bells, drive when you're asleep. That stuff gives me hallucinations pretty bad if I don't fall right asleep. Just really weird, strange hallucinations. Not like the kind I usually have, but it's NFG, and they're fucking good. Any way you cut it. So won't be going that route. And I don't want to take any more benzos than I'm already taking. So like I said, I'm hoping that my body will get used to being without it. And after that, I'll come back and I'll be able to make a 3-month report on Vraylar. And if that 3-month report on Vraylar goes like I think it's going to go, I guess I'm going to have to start making videos about something else, or else they're going to have to put me on the payroll, because I'll be an official shield for their asses. I haven't had a mood issue in a while, so I don't know how the stuff would handle, say, a mixed episode or something like that. But as far as psychosis goes, I've never seen anything this. Anyway, sleep messed up. Geodon, almost off of it. Came off of it quicker than I should have. But, eventually you get tired of screwing around these pills and you go, I'd rather take the hit. So I'm hoping that in another couple of weeks my body will get used to being off Geodon, and we'll go back to resting, at least giving me 5 or 6 hours of sleep at night. And if I can get 5 or 6 hours a night and have almost zero psychosis, and the only thing I have close to a mood episode is anxiety, and that's not even real anxiety I'm having. It's normal. I'm going through a bunch of shit, dealing with estates, dealing with lawyers, having problems with my brother, just normal shit any human being would have. So yeah, I've got anxiety over that, but it's not that crippling sort of can't go outside the house or leave my bedroom anxiety. So, my God, is this the new normal? So, if I can just get over this sleep issue, then I'm pretty sure it's caused by coming off of Geodon, because it used to be super heavy sedating. Anyway, if you made it this far, gee, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I have no idea why you watched this video this long. I'm glad you did. So, take care of yourself. You deserve it. Be kind to yourself. And be good and kind to others. They need it. And maybe if we're all good and kind to each other, things will... Well, Mr. Rogers ain't coming back, and I'm not him. So, like I said, we'll see you next time. Bye.